We rely very heavily on gas to put in our vehicles. I know I do too. Put in my vehicles living out in the country because if I got to go anywhere, it's like 20 minutes in a car. If I were to walk, it would be much longer than 20 minutes. It would probably take me at least a good 3 to 4 hours to get somewhere on foot if I did not have a vehicle. If I had a bicycle, maybe I could get there. I would be able to get there faster if I had a bicycle instead of on foot. But when society collapses, I think gas is not going to be around. It's not. When we run out of gas, and there's been plenty of times that people have ran out of gas, it's when storms come. The gas pumps, they run dry. Hello, MZK. Yes, Miss Gina and family. I couldn't tell you how many times this one gas station where we live down the road off the expressway, it has the yellow bags all on the gas pumps. It does. Gas, gas, gas. And sometimes it's 2 or 3 days with the gas things on the gas pumps. And then they have to go across to the street because it's the two gas stations that supply the local towns. My nose is getting red. The local towns. But sometimes they run out of gas too. And then if you have to drive somewhere to get gas and the same thing's happening at the other places, hello there, Plug Ugly. Hello, everyone. It's not, you're going to run out of gas. And if you have to wait in a big long line to get some gas, you're going to probably run out of gas too. And you're probably going to get people going to be fighting because they want to get the gas for the gasoline, put it in their cars. They want to stock up on the gasoline when the storms are coming. You remember that? Well, there's going to be banks closing. Something's going to happen. The prices of gas are going to go up. So people go to the gas pumps and they get their gas cans and they start loading up on the gas because they said the gas prices are going to spike through the roof. We got a war getting ready to break out. Well, something happens and people go fill up their gas cans and they fill up all their tanks. And guess what? Nothing happens. It's hype. But I'm pretty sure the day will come when it won't be a Chicken Little thing. I really am pretty sure of that. Yeah, that, hello there, a young magic. When there'll be no Chicken Little or there won't be no Boy Who Cried Wolf, it will be the real thing. And then people will think, well, that's what they say all the time. And then you may just like kind of wait and not listen to the precautions. You won't listen. It's like when the snowstorm comes, people want to go to grocery. They want to get them some food. Yeah, because of the whole Chicken Little thing, Lily, honey. Yeah. We got to look up Chicken Little. Thank you for saying that. Let's look up Chicken Little. We want to hear about the Chicken Little is what we want to do. Chicken Little, because if you literally live your life according to the what ifs, oh, there's Chicken Little. It is an animated series. I just wanted to Henny Penny. So young Chicken Little Zach. Okay, let me see this. I don't even know what this thing is right here. Oh, we got a UFO. Well, that's perfect for this channel. We want to look at that. We do. I don't think I've ever seen the movie Chicken Little trailer. I haven't. Let's go look at it. Yeah, somebody had to mention Chicken Little. Lily Honey. You have Lily Honey to thank. Thank you, Lily Honey, that you like talking about the little Chicken Little. Actually, I mentioned it first, that it's like a lot of Chicken Little, but she had to write it down so we can look at Chicken Little. Young Chicken Little, Zach Braff, throws his small town into a panic by claiming the sky is falling. Unable to find the piece of sky that hit him, he earns the town's scorn, and a year later, outcast Little tries to redeem himself by joining the baseball team, helping to win a crucial game. Later that night, he is hit on the head again and discovered that the falling sky is actually from a UFO. Now Little must convince the skeptical town that an alien invasion is about to happen. Well, that's like one day before Halloween. I've never heard of that movie. An alien invasion. That would not be pleasant, you all. If we were going to get invaded by aliens and that happened right there, that's how they get you. They get you to buy. Yes, they do. They want to sell it. Lily, honey, they want to sell you this and they want to sell you that. I actually have some, what is it, freeze-dried mixed vegetables in cans. I think that I bought, when my husband got out of the military, that was back in 2004. I bought some freeze-dried mixed vegetables, powdered eggs, freeze-dried banana chips, freeze-dried textured vegetable protein. And they're still in my house, I think. If they didn't, got thrown away. I never did use them. So how many years is that? I do believe in preparing, but there is over preparing and then there's under preparing. And then there's just some good preparing. Well, the good thing is if you over prepare and you're a person who is willing to share, you will not have to worry about what you're stocking up on going to waste if a set event doesn't happen or your food might spoil or something. There is a law against hoarding. During certain times, there is. They can come in and take your stuff from you. Let me look at that hoarding, the hoarding law. But we're talking about gasoline. Well, you would already have your food already by then. Welcome everyone, hoarding law. If you didn't know about it, we need to know about it's the house.gov. Okay, 50 USC 4512, hoarding of designated scarce materials. You never heard that there was something like that. You get a used trunk and a bike. With a bike, I like that. With tanks is on. Is ornate. It's NATO. Wait, let me read what MZK says. You use a trunk with a bike. Now, I really am for if you can get a bicycle and you can have a basket on it, or like one of those racks on the back of the bike. You can put like a milk crate or something on it. Or you can get a bicycle that has one of those carts that you can pull behind. But notice, if there was a time when society would run out of gas, guess right. Oh, who's deleting you? Nobody's deleting you on this end, I promise. There is automatic AI, Google doing whatever. I can't even see any comment being deleted. I don't even think I have a normal moderator on here. So it's Google AI MZK. I promise you there's not a single moderator of mine on here. Yeah, it's Google AI. I don't know what you said. If you were to go to the gas pumps and you wanted to fill your car up, you couldn't have no gas or anything like that. And you had a bicycle, and you had a cart on the back of that bicycle, and there were people around you knew you had a bicycle and they didn't want to have to walk, you would be a prime target, especially in the city. They would Nurse Kathy, honey, oh, you're here. Okay. Yeah, nobody's deleting nothing. It's Google AI. You would be a target. I thought about that too. The people with the bikes, you're going to have some hoodlums going to run around and they want to take your bicycle from you. It don't matter if they know how to ride it or not. They'll see that as something that they can trade with. Hello. Oh, yeah, there is a designated hoarding law. Hoarding of designated scarce materials. In order to prevent hoarding, no person shall accumulate one in excess of the reasonable demands of what on earth is this, you all? We got to see what this is going on because I haven't not read this law before, but we got to look at it. Defense production, miscellaneous. Oh, they got some future amendments. So, home consumption. In order to prevent hoarding, no person shall accumulate in excess of reasonable demands of business, personal, or home consumption for the purpose of resale, at prices in excess of the prevailing market prices. Materials which have been designated by the president as a scarce material or material supply of which would be threatened by such accumulation. The president shall order The published register in such manner make appropriate every designation, withdrawal of such designation. Okay, you can't hoard and try to resell it. Well, they do it all the time. They do it all the time. If you see those Amazon things, the people selling these Amazon cardboard totes, they're cardboard gaylords or stuff, and you just buy it because something happens, and then they resell it, is what they do. Or, you know, you buy up a whole bunch of stuff and then you resell it. If this ever came in effect, they would lock you up. They would take your stuff from you. Hello. Oh yeah, so you wait a second. I wanted to get back to MZK. MZK. The food that's stored for a longer period of time, freeze dried, and the eggs. Back during the years ago when I was little, the government gave out powdered eggs. They gave out cheese. They gave out powdered milk. They gave something else out, my mom said, but I don't remember what it was. I have no idea what it was. Brenda, honey, thank you. Yeah, I was going to see MZK. Something was dripped in gray. Oh, deleted in gray. Ah, I got it. Okay, it's London. In London, it's all bikes now. Oh, okay, so this is what's happening in London. It's all bicycles. I'm going to read what MZK said. This is where you can learn. There was something that was supposed to start over there in London. Bikes with tanks. It's in Europe. NATO's in Europe. New York prepper battles in Irish Sea. Belarus, China, Russia exercises new unhopeful labor in the UK, and plus conscription this month in prospect. Well, they're preparing for a war. Okay, we got it. You used to get cheese all the time and whatever. Hello there, Al, honey. If there's anyone else in here, hello. Those women used to use those coupons at the Dollar General, and they would end up with 50 tubes of toothpaste for free and all kinds of other stuff for free. So that's what they would do. They would get stuff for free. When the gas tank, there is a hoarding law. Oh, okay. There is a hoarding law. You all need to know this because we are going to be going in some hard times. They're coming. Whether you realize it or not, they're going to come here. So we need to know there's a hoarding law preventing the hoarding of health and medical resources to respond to the spread of that. Did you know that was a law? I didn't know that was a law. Okay, so we got that. The secretary is designated. Okay, what was there was something in the future. There is going to be some future amendments. I don't see it. Let's see if there's something else over here. There should be, what rights do hoarders have? You got some rights if you're a hoarder. No, see, that's a different. It's like the movie Hoarding Buried Alive. And some people's houses are like that, and that's how they live, and they know if you take even one item out of their house, and it's very traumatic for them to have their house gone through and things organized and things taken from them because it's like a part of them and stuff. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to overcome. Under the Americans with Disability Acts, people with a mental illness condition such as hoarding syndrome are protected from discrimination in housing. This means the landlords cannot evict them solely for the hoarding behavior if it is part of a recognized mental illness. So you are in luck. You are in luck. and if you got your house and your house is all piled up and stuff, they're saying that it is I'm not laughing, but it's kind of funny, but it ain't funny. It ain't funny, but I don't think they should classify it as a mental illness because some people just like to accumulate stuff. But if that can help you keep your home, if it can help you keep your home, right? You gotta look at the bright side of it, truly, if it can help you keep you in your home. Now, some homes are unsanitary. And rodents get in it and stuff, and you do need some outside help to help straighten up your home. That's understandable, and they'll give you the help that you need. But I didn't know that they thought of it as a mental illness, which is not very nice, now is it? Yeah. Oh, Bruce, honey, Al, honey, Al, honey? You did right, because that Bruce, honey, he's got a nasty mind. And that's really sick of his mind. His mind was sick. He's got some kind of illness. Was talking inappropriate like that. What to do? Okay, why is it, no, I wanted to, a standard level in sanctions. No, see, I wanted a hoarding of designated scarcity. What is, oh, they got an Indiana code of hoarding program? I did not know that. Well, what's it about? If we're talking about gasoline, and this thing is, I have no idea what this is. It's a hoax device? What on earth? How did I even get into this thing right here? I don't know what's happening. I'm not going there. I'm going to stick to my main subject matter. We're not talking Chicken Little. When the societal collapse, Europe, what is this? Okay. Pessimistic, optimistic view of the future. This is what happens to people. Well, let's see what they said happened. This is Science Direct. Scholarly conversations. You see this? This looks like an interesting thing. No, see, I can't even go in there. You were just going to talk about the gas tank. Can't even go into that one right there. How y'all doing over here? Yeah. Happy birthday. You're haunted by violence. You didn't know that you could get in trouble by giving somebody a compliment. Robert, honey, what was your compliment? I didn't see it. Yeah. What's your compliment, Robert? I didn't see it. If it was inappropriate, then yeah, but if it wasn't, I can't really see it. Yeah. Yeah. But if you're being inappropriate, yeah, you're probably going to get your comment deleted. You'll end up in yourself blocked, is what I got to say. Miss Gina, you hoard. I think some people can be accused of hoarding. You can have a big, you can have a garden full of vegetables, and they can be piling up, and you don't even have time to can them. If that happens, instead of letting your vegetables go to waste, you need to share them with people. You really do. Yeah. You're also in the active addiction, and you don't know what to do. Marcy, honey, I don't know what to do either. I don't. But I'm glad you're researching and stuff like that. I am getting help you need. The last winter of gas, when was this happening? Because this was supposed to be true, because the gas lines got cut underneath the water, and this was for Europe, the Polizei. Oh, what? That's March the 29th of 2023. They're telling you that would be the last winter of gas. This is natural gas. You're liable to see that over here too. You can talk about gasoline and the gas pumps. When you run out of gas and stuff like that. There is much oil as there is water on the earth. I'm not surprised by that statement. I really am not surprised of it. I'm not. Evolutionary biologist, the collapse is coming. Will humanity adapt? There will be humanity that adapts. I think that's a given. Humanity will adapt. We all won't turn into skeletons. We will not. Yeah, that's right. We will not. Our past. Oh, this is Darwinian. I just wanted to see what were they going to do. No, no, see, 1859 that we had been doing for the last 10,000 years, not going to work. Okay, we don't want to look at that. We don't. They're saying a collapse is coming, and they've been saying a collapse is coming for a very, very, very long time. Are we witnessing the first stages of civilization's collapse? There is a collapse that is taking place, and there are many different types of collapses that are found within societal collapse. They are, and you got financial collapse. You got a collapse of resources. You got a collapse in morals. People don't know right from wrong, and wrong is right, and right is wrong. You got it all going on. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Vanessa. Um, let me flip this back around, you all. Are we witnessing it? You can see that the wildfires are happening. There is a collapse that is occurring because people can't afford to pay their bills. A lot of people are losing their homes. They can't go out and buy food because the price of food has literally doubled. And sometimes it's more than doubled depending on what the food is, but it literally, so you can't really get anything with all of these things on here. The price of food has doubled. You know, if you have a grocery receipt from probably, I don't know, 5 years ago, you should go to the store and buy those exact items with your grocery receipt and compare the prices, what you spent back then and what you spent today. Because you'll find out it's at least doubled, if not double and a half, is what I'm saying. Let me help you out, Levi, honey. Levi by the goat, honey. I can help you. Let me just do it. Let me see if I can. There. I did it, Levi, honey. I did it. I don't know what you're talking about, but you're not talking on this channel no more, Levi, honey. Yeah, enjoy your, I don't know. You've been cast away like a whatever. The receipts fade. Yeah, they are. They do fade away unless you've got them. I'm doing it. So if we were to go out of gas, when society collapse, and you know they're planning on it. They're planning for a societal collapse. You got to collapse this whole entire society, more or less, in order to bring up the new society. And this is not a little chicken little story. It's not. You know that there are things in place, and you can go to the grocery store and you can see that there are not very many physical people who are cashiers anymore. It's all automated. Elon Musk said by 2025, automation would take, 40% of the jobs that humans normally do. By 2025, those jobs will be automated. And if Amazon does it, I don't know what's going to happen to the workers at Amazon when you go doing the picking, when you go putting the stowing away. I don't know how efficient the robots will be, but that will contribute to the collapse of a world that we once lived in, a way of life. It would. One is going up and down to throw you off, and when it goes up, it gets higher than the last time. Tobacco stores, I don't know what that is. Ooh, Bobby. Yeah. There may be a lot of people who are not themselves anymore on the inside. And I really think it's not an isolated incident. Something's going on. Something's changing people on the inside. And it may not be something that they can control. It may be much deeper than one cares to admit. And it could contribute to Mr. You know who Schwab saying people are going to get angrier. Did he say that? People are going to get angrier. Mr. Schwab said so. Yeah. People need to buy land, even if it's $10,000 somewhere, as they can grow their own food if they have to. The anger is very bad. Yeah, it is. It is like fits of rage. And I wonder if that was like one of the traits of the apocalypse. Let me see, apocalypse. Let me see. What? Look at this. The anger apocalypse? Are you infected? The apocalypse tapestry in angers, each divided into 7 things. Wow. The 4 plagues, sword, famine, wild beast, and pestilence. What is that? What's apocalyptic anger? It's the willingness, even the eagerness to rain opprobrium upon others. That's a big word. Opprobrium. Opprobrium. I've never heard that word in my life. Opprobrium. To rain anger upon others. In a moment of anger, we castigate each other. There's a such thing as an apocalyptic anger. So now you know, Dr. Lawrence, apocalyptic anger. Could we be? Wow. Oh, why is this in 2012? It is the hideous rawness of the world of men, the horrible, desolating harshness of the advance of industrial world upon the world of nature. Apocalypse Treaty, Chateau des Angers, rage. Wow. In Jackie Moore's Kiesler, Riders of the Apocalypse series, teens are transformed into 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Wow. All right, I'm feeling angry. There's a lot of people who are getting angry. The angers. Apocalypse? Tapestry? There's something going on. There is. I'm not going to look into that anymore because people are getting angry. And I've been throwing my fits too. I got agitated and I got mad at my phone when I got disconnected. When I couldn't get on my Wi-Fi, I had no Wi-Fi on any of my mobile devices. And I blamed it on the deep state. And I took my phone and I just gave it a toss across the room on the carpet with its case because it made me mad. But I've got an excuse, but it's not that big of an excuse. I've got estrogen blocking happening with my body. And I was warned when your estrogen is blocked, you will go into mood swings. Well, I don't like mood swings. I don't. I'm trying to, they'll say, but you'll get used to it. No, you don't want to get used to mood swings. You want to be able to control them. You truly do, because I believe that some mood swings are under people's controls and some are beyond your control. The military does have military grade weapons where they can point their device at a group of people and cause them all to get angry. And the same thing with the aliens on the Twilight Zone. Was that what it was? The aliens stood and they turned their dial on their little control thing, like a remote control thing. They turned the dial and they got people in the town getting angry and arguing with one another. There is something going on because they did it on the Twilight Zone. The people got angry. We can blame it on the aliens because I'm sure it was technology that came from them anyway. A lot of the technology did not come from humans alone. Did you see the Twilight Zone and the anger? If you, this is really serious. The Twilight Zone, anger, aliens, arguing. It's really happened. What was the banned Twilight Zone episode? The encounter. Well, this is racial overtones. What was the most disturbing? Here's the most disturbing things. We're going into the Twilight Zone. We're going to go into Twilight Zone right now, you all. We can go while it's still light. We can look into the Twilight Zone. The most, the best episode, the most disturbing ones, is when the sky was opened. Well, what happened when the sky was opened? It's like a chasm opened. A nightmare at 20,000 feet. This is probably all real. The obsolete man, the living doll, no, this is something going on. The invaders, okay, there you go. The invaders, they came. So the invaders came in January of 27 of 1961. And we want to see what it was about because they did something. They took, let's see what they did. Oh, see, there's how creepy looking it is. Let's see what they did. It's out of place. The farmhouse. The farmhouse is a handmade. This is the woman who lives in the house, a woman who's been alone for many years, a strong, simple woman whose only problem up until this moment had been the act of acquiring enough food. She did not hoard. She just wanted to have some food to eat. A woman about to face terror, which is even now coming at her from the Twilight Zone. She is living in that. I want to see the aliens. Small figures. This shows she's got some aliens attacking her. They got two tiny figures, which appear to be robots or beings wearing pressure suits, emerge from a craft. It's a flying saucer, a miniature one, so they're little. You have a ship that reads U.S. Air Force Space Probe. Ah, so you have a U.S. Space Probe. You have a race of giant humanoids. The tiny invaders were human astronauts from Earth. The woman in the small farmhouse belongs to a race of giant humanoids native to another planet. And she finishes destroying the ship, then climbs back down from the roof into her house. She is a giant. Okay, you all, we got to talking about gasoline when we run out of gas. What you gonna do? We're not talking about the Twilight Zone, but somehow we got into it. Hello. They got some demons going on. Yeah. We got Vole Patrol. Oh, Rosie on Vole Patrol. Spray, he needs to, be filled with the Holy Spirit. Well, you don't want to do anything that would trigger him. You don't. You can pray. You can pray against all that negativeness and the anger. You can anoint your house, your furniture. In the name of Jesus, if you believe in that, you can do it. Anoint it. Lay your hands on your furniture. Lay your hands on your house, all four corners of your house, your windows, everything. Go anoint everything. Just be careful, because once people are angered, and you start bringing it up to them, they may get even more angered, and you may put your life in jeopardy, and or the lives of others. And that's true. When you're dealing with something like that, you may need to seek help. Yeah, that's right. The monsters are due to the Maple Street, and you got to turn the lights on if you stay. So someone, it was MK. MK said, and as it was Britain or London, there's a lot of bicycles on the streets now because of the gas prices, I guess, and they got tanks on the street. Are there tanks on the street? Is that what you meant? Like army tanks on the streets in Britain? I was thinking about a tank on a bicycle, tanks on the street, army tanks, military tanks, on streets in London. I got way off topic. Yes, that was 2023, and it seems to be the tank tourists. Something happened also. I want to do the news. Rush hour as 5 military horses run amok. I don't see no military on the streets. Bicycles on the streets. Let's do bicycles on the street. A lot of bikes in London. Bikes. I may not even have the right place, you all. There's no gas. They're running out of gas in Great Britain. Let's see, gas shortages. Gas shortages. Let's see it. Australia is confident that it won't see a natural gas shortage. Australia regulator east by 2027. Gas shortages. Australia is facing an eastern states gas shortage as supplies dwindle over the next 2 years. Discontent over the dollar in Bolivia. Downpours lead to South Florida gas shortages. See, now you got downpours. So you got shortages of gas in Florida. Traffic jams and gas shortages. That was March during a solar eclipse. It doesn't take much to have a gas shortage. Fuel supply blockade causes long lines in Tijuana. Panic buying. Indiana governor signs executive order to address the propane gas shortages as demand surges. You know what happened in other states too? They were going to say, and they have said that propane is like, it's one of those things that you should not be having, is propane gas. Propane is, it's like I don't know, propane. They want to do away with it. Propane. They're doing it away in Washington, shortage in Washington state also. How they affect the RV owners in Texas, propane shortage in Hawaii. So there's a propane shortage, the propane market. Look at that. It's propane shortages. I don't know if you got that, but they're not going to get them back in Washington state. They're not. It's like, it's best to be prepared. It is. Yeah. There's not a shortage anywhere. It's by design. If there are physical shortages and people cannot get their propane tanks filled, whether by design or not, there is a shortage. Okay, there is. Because people cannot go and acquire the propane that they need. So therefore, it's a shortage, whether it be man-made, whether it be delivered, or anything like that. Doesn't matter the cause of how it got there. It's the effect that's happening now. Not even for another second. Yes, Kristen, you live in Washington State, and it's insane. The new laws are horrible. And I think there was something about natural gas too. Was it something about natural gas, fuel shortages too, like fuel oil? If you heat your house with fuel oil, that's like against the law too. They're going to ban that also. They're going to phase that out also because of, I guess it's a pollutant or something like that. Yeah, a Fabian Society. It's bad news for Henner. For propane heating. The new houses are supposed to be all electric. Well, how on earth can we, the grid, handle it? The grid cannot handle it. And there's housing, there's apartments popping up all over the place. Big, gigantic apartment buildings. And there's like 10 to 15 sections of them in one small area. They're like 6 or 7 stories high. Where are all the people who are going into these apartments? Because they are popping up all over the place. Apartments. I think it's I think they got money from somewhere because they're all practically, they're all, yeah. This was 2 years ago it started. What's with all the condos and apartment buildings popping up all over the place? Really, it's true. Why are there so many, why all the apartments look alike? Uh, the concerning reason why all apartments look. Why are so many apartments opening? The surge of new apartments is hitting the markets because people are going to lose their home. The people who are losing their home, according to this, I guess they're going to have to go into these apartments that the government is going to probably take over. Why are so many apartment buildings popping up? Yeah. How to get the people next door to your apartment building. Apartments are going up everywhere. It is in record numbers. It truly is. I've never seen any like that in my whole entire life, the way that they're going up now. This is record number of apartments buildings. They're popping up everywhere. They are. That was my short video that I did. Let's see what they look like because they are popping up. Yep, they look kind of like that. They do. If you're in a normal city, yeah, they're tall like that. Kind of like that is what they are. They're just everywhere. I wonder if they're part of the 15-minute cities. That's what I'm wondering, if they are part of the 15-minute cities that they're talking about. I think let's type in the 15-minute cities because people ain't going to be able to travel. They're going to be you're going to be stuck. 15-minute cities. 15-minute cities. They put all the people into the cities is what they're going to do. 15, as many as they can. 15-minute cities. And apartments. Apartment. Yeah, a 15-minute city. Enables the residents to access most daily amenities within a 15 to 20-minute walk, bike, or the mode of transportation from a point of a city, town, or village, regardless of the side. Exploring the 15-minute city concept and its potential. So you can see at the National League of Cities right here that this is an actual thing. It's a new thing that it looks 100th anniversary. June of 2023, we're in 2024. It's a eliminating the food deserts, expanding the government services, emergency ones, supporting neighborhood schools, reducing the carbon emissions, rezoning street corners, lights, commercials. So this is why it's popping up. Municipalities are building complete neighborhoods. They truly are. That one right there. That used to be the murder capital of the world. I don't know if it still is. I really don't. Community action plan envisions by the 2030s. So this is what it's all about. All core neighborhoods will meet residents' needs within a 15-minute walk or bike ride. You can see reduce it by 2030, 2050, a vision. The first steps to adopt it in your town. First tier suburbs. 15-minute city concept, transit orient, mixed use, walkable, and development areas. They're built like military bases, is what they're. Smaller cities, entire geography may simply fit into a 15-minute radius. Neighborhoods, 15-minute walk, grocery stores. This is how it is on a military base. I'm not joking. It's like that. Depending on how big the base is, they're going to bring it all together. Going to be a useful tool. So that's why it's happening. And when you run out of gas and you ain't got enough gas for your cars, maybe that's why they got the electric cars. You can only go so many miles in your electric car before you have to recharge. They're not made for long distance travels, just like in city. The banking digital currency, yes. Yeah. They won't allow the tiny homes due to them making the 15-minute cities. They're locked down prisoners in your home. Well, there are places that are making the tiny homes, a whole lot of places. They want to do it, but there's people against the tiny homes. Tiny homes popping up. Let's do popping. Tiny homes popping up in center to help those in need. And they look like a storage center, obviously. Why are people getting the tiny home? It's a fast company. Tiny homes for the unhoused are filling cities. Right there. This is called the fast hunting. You can see this is fairly new. Look at them. They're all down there. Instead of there you go. Tiny homes. More than 120 villages of these homes now exist, with more in the works for the homeless. Well, they kind of built like a prison cell. I watched them build a prisoner cell in Salem. You know what they brought in? They brought in great big, it's the metal cargo containers that they put on ships, and then they go onto the semis. They brought in metal cargo containers, and they stacked two on top of one another, and they stopped them side by side. And those are the prison cells. And then they built a wall around it and stuff like that. I watched them do it. You ain't going to get out of that either. So shelter from the storm in time of trouble. So you can see this is a Sleeper 70, our industry leading design. Sleeper 120. And this is the suite. I guess you can have more dignity. You can have a hygiene unit facility. 70, the pallet now offers a 70 square foot sleeper model for about $18,000, 120 square foot. 22, a larger unit with one bathroom, $48,000. That's a lot of money. You all, this is going to be 15-minute cities. That's why you got apartments popping up all over the place, because there's going to be a housing crash completely. People are going to be losing their homes and stuff, or some kind of apocalyptic thing is going to happen. Something's going to happen where more and more people are going to be into the cities. And there ain't going to be much gasoline to go around. So I guess it'd be safe for you to have a bicycle in these 15-minute cities, or to walk on your feet, because a lot of people in these 15-minute cities are going to be having bicycles. They're going to be having rollerblades. They're going to be having scooters. Are they just going to be walking? And there's going to be hardly any cars driving, because there ain't going to be no gasoline. And I can't say there ain't going to be some. There'll probably be some, but there won't be no need to, probably. Yeah, few and far between. You will not, you want to purchase the nicest ones on them, and they want them to float. Yeah, something is coming. It's already on its way. It's in the makes. It truly is. And I'm going to hop off here because I'm really getting sweaty in here. And there's a law against hoarding, especially of hoarding of medical supplies and whatever else the government feels is needed in times of scarcities. So you got to be careful. And there's laws against hoarding, but if you have declared that, you know, there's something wrong and that's why you're hoarding, well, they can't do anything to you. Okay, so that's good in that case. For some people it is, and some people, they don't like it that they have so much stuff, and they'd like to have help, and there's help out there for them too. It'll all work out in the end the way it's supposed to. Yeah. Oh, you're so very welcome. I am going to go, and thank you all for your comments. And the wealthier are being targeted. Well, they may say it's the wealthier, but you will literally have the very tippy top. There'll be two tiers, the tip top and the very bottom. That's what it'll be. The top of the pyramid and the very bottom, the base of it, is what's going to happen. And yeah, y'all got to stop talking about your preparations, your stuff, saying what you got, what you don't got and stuff. I mean, it's good to be prepared. It's good to know how to prepare, but when A lot of people get on their YouTube channels and stuff like that, say, I got this and I got that and stuff. It's one thing to do a bug out bag, but it's another thing to just think about it. Say you got a big YouTube channel and you are a prepper channel and you're talking about all this kind of stuff that you got. You are a main target for those, if they know where you are, because they can find out where you live, they're going to come and get you. They are. They know where you live. You're telling it, and the government knows anyhow. The government knows every single thing about you. Even though you may think that you're going to be off grid, the government can find you wherever you are. Wherever you are, you're already being tracked. Everything you say, everything you do, it can and will be held against you in the court of law. You don't have the right to remain silent, but you can if you want, or less. It's going to be a different world before it's all said and done. I hope that you can adapt and survive in this ever-changing world. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be for the faint of heart. If you want to survive, you will be able to survive. And you should be able to manage it without getting too bent out of shape, without breaking in two. That's right. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. It's a long video, you all. It is. Thank you, Al, Carol, Nurse Kathy, and any other moderator on here. Thank you all. And thank you all for your comments. I'm kind of hot. I'm kind of hot right now. And I walked that bridge today. I mowed all the grass. I weeded it and I blew the grass away and just nonstop. A body in motion stays in motion. If you can do it, you should do it. A body in motion stays in motion. You don't use it, you lose it. You lose it. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Love you.